In Uganda, the African Union has been challenged to intervene in the Uganda elections amid allegations of human rights abuses and blatant violation of democratic principles. A section of human rights groups are faulting the incumbent President Yoweri Museveni's handling of this poll. This comes as vote counting got underway amid heavy police security.
Vote counting kicked off following the closing of the polls in a tense presidential election, pitting long-time President Yoweri Museveni against opposition frontrunner Robert Kyagulanyi. The run-up to Thursday's vote was plagued by the worst political violence in years, with more than 50 people killed amid crackdowns on opposition rallies, as well as the repeated intimidation and arrest of opposition figures. With Uganda denying accreditation to interested parties to observe the election, and the United States and European Union cancelling its diplomatic election observation, human rights activists are questioning the credibility of the elections.
We feel that the ongoing process is a mockery of the democratic process that ought to be a general election because of what we have seen before, the heavy deployment of the military in a purely civilian process. So we do not understand the role of the military other than protecting the powers that be and subverting the will of the people in the election process.
The African Election Watch raising concern that the African Union did not deploy any election observation mission, contrary to its mandate of promoting and deepening democracy and democratic elections on the continent.
We are also worried that whereas the AU through the African Charter on Election, Democracy and Governance is required to have an observer mission in every election, they have not sent anyone.
The activists noting that the complete shutdown of internet and mobile money services compromises key communication spaces and the right to information.
The closure of the internet and the mobile money we see it as a huge violation of not only the right to information, but also freedom of assembly and freedom of association in alternative spaces. And clearly, this has already affected the electoral process because the biometric voter verification kit could not work because there was no internet.
The activists also called upon the US government to address the grave human rights abuses.
We are calling on the President-elect, the Congress and the Senate to take urgent measures to stand with the people and cease immediately the process of funding military operations in Uganda.
76-year-old Museveni is running for a 6th term in office. For Channel 1 News, I'm Emily K. Bade.